Here's one that's turned up. You find this does happen to me often, where I look at something and there'll be something that I rarely heard or didn't hear of before, right? And it happens the next day that like a story is done about that person, or things like this. Anyway, yesterday I did a video about Billboard Chris. I think it was yesterday morning, and it was with a woman who had detransitioned. So she was born a female, wanted to become a male. Now she didn't want it, but the way the doctor, go back and watch the video. She explains all, right. I think I labelled it Billboard Chris, and anyway, so it should be easy to find. It's about a 4-minute video, but she's detransitioning, and she walks up to Billboard Chris, and it says, "I really appreciate everything you were doing, because no one is talking about people who go through a transition and then ultimately regret it. Nobody's talking about that side of it. All that side is kept hush hush. It's meant to be when you do transition that life is perfect. That's the way they make it. Once you transition, life is perfect, and it's just not the truth. But there was the lady's name, Dr. Johanna Olson-Kennedy. Look, woke doc refused to publish $10 million, 10 million trans. Sorry, let me start that. Woke doc refused to publish $10 million trans kid study that showed puberty blockers didn't help mental health. So, I mean, if she's so confident that this study proves that puberty blockers was helping them through a mental health issue at that age, then why doesn't she publish the paper or show the study? It's so easy to debunk what people are saying, but of course they won't. They'll just try to erase that part from bleeding history, But she's refusing now to publish $10 million trans kid study that showed puberty blockers didn't help mental health. Someone says down here as well that Dr. Johanna Olson-Kennedy told New York Times that she believed the study would be weaponized by critics of transgender care for kids, and that the research could one day be used in a court to argue we shouldn't use blockers. So do you know what I mean? Was that like a subconscious thought that she had, that she knew that was going to come up? Then critics, including one of Olson-Kennedy's fellow researchers on the study, said the decision flies in the face of research standards and deprives the public of really important science in a field where Americans remain firmly divided. It's not just Americans, it's the whole world that they have divided by this. Well, maybe not in countries that don't accept men can be women and women can be men. And we know which countries that they are. Here's the other thing about chest surgery. If you want breasts at a later point in your life, you can go and get them. So it's actually, the other short that I linked was her saying that in the classroom. So there you go, huh? And I just found it mad the way we were only talking about her yesterday.